drink with me, raise your glasses for toast to a little bit of chicken fried. And cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio world, my life sees sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of my precious child. And know a mother's love. Hey, we shoot 6:30 start.
6:30. All right.
Full of stars and stripes, may freedom forever fly. Let it ring. Salute the ones who die, the ones that give their life.
Test one, test one, test one. Test one, test one. There we go. Good afternoon, everybody, from Thomas More University Stadium in Florence, Kentucky, as we are ready for Ranger baseball again, as we will have the Bluegrass Rangers, coached by Kevin Goldie, playing the Bluegrass Yaws, the Yaws Elite. And the Bluegrass Rangers will be wearing their blue shirts with white pants, white numbers. Matthew Barnett will be starting as the leadoff batter, and Lamar Burnett will be hitting second. Braylon Goldie third. Emerson O'Brien is going to be batting fourth. Drew Gibson batting fifth. Ryan Payton batting sixth. L.J. Davis will bat seventh. Caden Bottinger will bat eighth. Micah Kelly's the extra hitter. He'll bat ninth. And Jeremiah Combs will bat 10th. And again for the Rangers, wearing their navy blue uniforms with the white pants and the white hat with the cowboy logo on it. It'll be Matthew Barnett in center. Lamar Burnett at second. Braylon Goldie in left. Emerson O'Brien pitching. Drew Gibson at third. Ryan Payton behind the plate at catcher. L.J. Davis at third. Caden Bottinger at shortstop. Micah Kelly's the extra hitter. And Jeremiah Combs will be in left. And here's Matthew Barnett. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch to Matthew, and Matthew's going to ground that ball to the second baseman. He's going to hit it low, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Rangers, number 4, Lamar Burnett.
And here's Lamar Burnett, number 4 for the Rangers. And Lamar takes the first pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Stinson, the pitcher for the Yalls, and Lamar fouls that off on the first base side, and it's going way into the party deck. We're at a minor league stadium here in Florence, home of the Florence Yalls. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Lamar hits that ball between third and short. Shortstop comes up with it, and Lamar turns on the jets, and that ball goes flying over the first baseman's head. Lamar's going to be standing on second base with a single and a throwing error.
Now batting number 18, Braylon Goldie.
Braylon Goldie, number 18's in to hit now. All right, and here's Goldie. First pitch, Goldie swings it, and it fouls off against the screen. And that's going to be strike 1 on Braylon. Emerson O'Brien in the on-deck circle. Braylon takes Stinson's second pitch, and it's going to be high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stinson with the next pitch, and Braylon's going to swing and foul tip that one into the catcher's mitt for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Braylon. Hoping to get Lamar home from second. That'd be a big boost for this team, and that's going to be high to Braylon, so that's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braylon waits the next pitch. Here it comes, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and 2 out now for the Rangers.
7, Emerson O'Brien.
And then here comes Emerson O'Brien up to bat now. Emerson awaits the pitch. Lamar Burnett on second, stealing, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Braylon, Lamar's going to beat the throw. That's going to be a stolen base there on that swing and miss by O'Brien. Drew Gibson in the on-deck circle. That ball's going to hit the dirt. Well, the painted turf, rather, for a ball. This field has an all-turf field. O'Brien swings and misses, and he looked like if he connected on that one, that was going places. One ball, two strikes. O'Brien awaits the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All right, Stinson's on 13 pitches thus far. And here's the delivery from Stinson. O'Brien hits it through the shortstop, and that's going to score Lamar Burnett. That's going to be an RBI single.
Now batting the third baseman, number 28, Drew Gibson.
And here's Drew Gibson up to the plate. Rangers blue lead 1-0 here in the first inning. And Gibson's going to pop that one up on the first base side, and it looks like it's going to be caught by the second baseman. And that's going to retire the inning. 1 run comes across on 2 hits, so that will be the Rangers striking first. We'll be back here in a minute. 1-0 Rangers. We're back at Thomas More University Stadium.
The left fielder, number 7, Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson steps in against Emerson O'Brien. And that's going to be fouled back and behind and over the screen, and it looks like it's going to hit the upper deck here at the stadium. And that's going to be ball one. Strike one, rather. Hit the wrong button there. O'Brien's second pitch, and there we go. That's going to be, I believe it's going to be a strike. Have a little conference between coach and player here. O'Brien. Gets the sign from Peyton, delivers the pitch, and that ball's going to go low to Burnett, who fields it cleanly, throws it over to L.J. Davis, and that's going to be an out.
Now batting number 8, the right fielder, Drew McLeese.
Drew Cleese, the right fielder. And here's the first pitch to Cleese. And that ball's going to be hit high in the outfield, and it looks like that Matthew Barnett is going to come down with it. In center field, Matthew in center field gets it.
The first baseman, number 2, Carson Oates.
The first swing to Oates for the Yaws is a swing and a miss. Strike one to him. And that's going to be high. The next pitch, it's going to be 1-1. That's going to be the next one, and that's going to be the inning. Emerson O'Brien struck out the side, and that's going to be the inning. 0 runs come across, and the score is 1-0 after one. All right. More University Stadium.
Catcher, number 14, Ryan Payton.
Right. All right. Top of the second inning here for the Rangers. And that ball is going to be fouled off. Peyton waits the second pitch, and that's going to bounce about 5 feet in front of home plate. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a very nice stadium here at Florence. And it looks like that's going to be called a strike. Peyton ducks, I believe he got fooled on that one. L.J. Davis is on deck. Stinson throws for the Yaws, and that ball's going to be hit straight to the first baseman, who grabs it and steps on the bag. That's going to be one away. That was a textbook play for the first baseman, who I believe is Oates for the Yaws. And here's L.J. Davis. L.J. fouls the first one back, and it's going to go almost into the Cintas party deck here. It's a typical minor league stadium. It kind of looks like a Legends ballpark, if you're familiar with that. And L.J. Davis watches that ball go outside for ball one. Stinson for the Yaws pitches, and L.J. Davis hits a bomb into left field. That gets by the left fielder, and that's going to go all the way to the wall, to the 325 part of the wall. L.J. is going to round second and go to third, and he's going to be up with a stand-up triple. What a hit by L.J. Davis.
Now batting for the Rangers, number 2, Caden Bottinger.
Caden Bottinger steps up with one away. With L.J. Davis on third after his triple. Bottinger watches that ball go high. Ball one. Micah Kelly's on deck. Bottinger waits for the pitch, and that's a curveball, goes outside, swings and misses. Okay, to the person who just texted me that, I ain't saying that. Bottinger swings and misses again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swinging at good pitches. Keep swinging, that'll happen. The next pitch is going to be low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's Bottinger. Awaiting the pitch. That's going to be outside into the batter's box on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side. It's going to be 3 balls, 2 strikes. We got a full count. And here's the pitch by Stinson. And Bottinger is going to foul that one off against the screen. That's coming over, and that's going to land right behind the dugout, the third base dugout, where the Rangers have taken up shop today. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottinger's got to stay alive here. Stinson pitches. Bottinger pops that one up, and there's going to be plenty of room in third and foul territory, but that's going to fall. The third baseman was unable to catch it. So that's going to fall to the turf, and that's going to be another foul ball. Bottinger's still alive on a great at-bat right now. Stinson's pitch to Bottinger, and that's going to be another foul ball. And that one's going to hit the edge of the party deck, and that's going to roll around and eventually fall back down into the seats. Bottinger fouls another one off. First baseman's unable to reach that one. If I'm counting correctly, that's at least 5 foul balls. This has been a spectacular at-bat for Caden Bottinger. And Bottinger is going to swing and miss. Catcher's going to drop the ball. And something's going to be called. And it's going to be another foul ball. And it looks like the coach is going to come out and ask for an explanation on that one. I believe they're going to say it foul tipped off Caden's bat and the catcher was unable to come down with it. And that ball is going to fall harmlessly to the turf, and that's going to be ball 4. So Caden's on with a walk. Here's Micah Kelly, and he can do some significant damage here. With runners at the corners. And Jeremiah Combs is on deck.
Micah Kelly.
Micah's been hitting .750 for the year. He's been one of the better hitters on this team, and he's watching the first pitch go high for a ball. One out. Kelly swings and misses, and Bottinger's going to steal second uncontested.
1 out in the inning.
Scoreboard was incorrect there. It showed 1 out instead of 2. It showed 2 outs instead of 1. And that ball's going to be a base hit for Micah Kelly, whose hitting streak continues. That will score 1 run, so Davis will score, and that will get Bottinger to third, and it is now 2-0, the Rangers.
Number 27, Jeremiah Combs.
And here's Jeremiah Combs. Still runners on the corners. Kelly at first and Bottinger at third. Jeremiah ready's for the pitch, and here it comes. And that's going to be in the dirt for a ball. And Kelly's going to steal second without any interference. The next pitch is going to be low for ball 2. Or is that going to be a strike? That's going to be called a strike. I could have swore I heard the umpire say ball, but I can't hear much anyway. Combs awaits the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jeremiah's got to stay alive here. Jeremiah hits that ball foul down the first base line. Way to stay alive, though. That's what you want to see. And Matthew Barnett is on deck. And it's great to see Matthew back out there after having his elbow hit in the last game that he played in. Stinson's pitch to Jeremiah, and that's going to be called strike 3. 2 outs now for Matthew Barnett.
Now batting number 31, Matthew Barnett. There are 2 outs in the inning.
And there are 2 outs in the inning. Apparently the out counter is not working on the scoreboard. Matthew watches that one be a strike. So that's going to be called strike 1. Apparently it's hitting the outside corner of that plate. Lamar Burnett, who got in the first hit of the game, and Matthew Barnett rips that one into center field for a base hit, and that is going to score Bottinger. Center fielder loses the ball. That is going to score Kelly. Matthew's going to be on second base with 2 RBIs. All right, so we're having a meeting on the mound now for the Yaws. As Matthew Barnett delivers a 2-out line drive single, and he advances to second on the fielding error by the center fielder. And that puts Lamar Burnett on at the plate. Braylon Goldie's on deck waiting to see if he can get a hit in this inning. And I believe we're now ready. Stinson winds up, delivers, and that ball's going to be outside for a ball. This Ranger team has been hitting the ball on fire over the past 3-4 games. Burnett dives out of the way on that one, and that's going to be 2 balls, 0 strikes. Stinson on his 46th pitch throws, and that's going to be a high swing and a miss by Lamar. A little bit high on that one. I think Lamar knows that. He didn't look too happy with himself after that swing. And that ball's going to bounce right in front of home plate, and that's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. See what happens with Lamar here. Matthew Barnett on second. Hoping he can get home. 4-0 lead for the Rangers. And Lamar hits that one to second base, and that's going to be caught by the second baseman. But the damage is done. 3 runs in this inning. 3 hits for the Rangers, and that's going to be scores 4-0. All right, here we go. Back to the bottom of the second inning. Rangers lead 4-0. Emerson O'Brien ready to pitch to Kevin Fryman here. And that's going to be a swing and a miss on Fryman. 0 balls, 1 strike. Fryman awaits the pitch, and that ball's going to end up in the dirt. Ball 1. Yeah, this field is completely tough here at Thomas More Stadium. The next pitch by Emerson O'Brien is going to be back against the screen. You probably saw the screen move. So that's going to be a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Brien gets his sign from his catcher, Peyton, delivers the pitch, and that ball is going to be a ball as it falls about a foot in front of home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. O'Brien delivers, and that's going to hit Fryman. Hits him right on the backside.
Now batting for y'all is the lead extra hitter, Number 47, Easton Niemeyer.
All right, here is Niemeyer for the Yaws. He's the extra hitter for the Yaws. O'Brien back on the mound. Emerson checks the runner. L.J. Davis is still at first. Emerson throws over there, and that was close. Fryman dives back over, but that was close. Fryman leads off again. O'Brien checks him. Emerson looks at Peyton, delivers the pitch, and that ball's going to be swung on and missed. 0 balls, 1 strike. A lot of advertising out in the outfield wall. O'Brien delivers the pitch, and it's going to be fouled behind the screen on the third base side, and it's going to hit the yellow seats and go handstand. 0 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans, as a reminder, please return all foul balls to the field level to an umpire, coach, or player. Thank you.
And it looks like the announcer here at the stadium is calling for all foul balls to be returned. Apparently they're running away. And that ball is hit by the batter over in the center field. Matthew Barnett catches the ball, and that will be the second out of the inning as he catches that clearly.
Number 9, Maddox Moore.
Or cleanly, rather. Or 1 out, rather. 1 out. I thought there was 2. I apologize. Another throw over to first base. Nothing going on. Fryman's back. And this is Moore at the plate. And Moore fouls the first ball off. Zero balls, 1 strike. Emerson ready to pitch. He's got a runner over at first base he's taking a look at, and he gets off the rubber and throws over to first, and Fryman is back over at first. O'Brien throws, and that's going to be fouled off against the screen. Y'all probably saw it. 0 balls, 2 strikes. Fryman keeps trying to steal, and his batter, Moore, keeps fouling it off. And O'Brien throws again. That's a little bit high, but L.J. Davis corrals it, brings it back in. The runner is back. No hits yet for the Elite. O'Brien delivers the pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. And that ball swung down to first base, and it gets by L.J. Davis. It was a little bit wide on the throw by Ryan Payton, but no harm, no foul as the runner doesn't go anywhere. But we have an out, so we have 2 outs on that strikeout. 2 outs, runner on first on the hits Batman. And here's number 19, Presnell. And Presnell awaits the delivery from O'Brien, and that ball is going to get away from Payton, and the runner will get to second base pretty easily. Round second base, it goes into the dugout, and he will be stopped at second base. Two outs, runner on second as the ball got away from Payton. O'Brien delivers, and that ball is going to be low and outside for ball 2. This will be Emerson's 21st pitch of the inning, 21st pitch of the game, rather. And that's going to be high for ball 3. 3 balls, 0 strikes. Emerson's got to come back with the strike here. Checks to runner at second, delivers the pitch. That's going to be on the inside for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. O'Brien checks to runner at second, delivers the pitch. That ball's going to be in the dirt area for a ball, and the Yaws have 2 on.
Second baseman, number 1, Aiden Hall.
Aiden Hall batting for the Yaws, wearing number 1, the 8th batter for the Yaws. O'Brien nods in agreement with the sign from Peyton, and that ball's going to be outside for ball 1. Emerson still hasn't given up a hit. This is the only time that we've had anybody on base. And Emerson steps off second base, spins around, throws it to Lamar over at second, and nothing going on. And here's the pitch to Emerson, and that's going to be a little check swing, and umpire's going to rule they went around, so it's going to be strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that ball is going to hit the batter, it appears. Bases are now loaded for the Yaws.
Now batting for the Yaws Elites, the catcher, number 20.
And it looks like Coach Goldie's going to come out and have a chat with Emerson O'Brien. 2 outs, and we've got a base path full of Yaws. And for those of you all who don't know, the name Yaws comes from the water tower here in Florence, right next to the Florence Mall. When that water tower was originally built, it had the Florence Mall logo on it, and then it was discovered they couldn't do that, so the city of Florence changed it to the Florence Yaws. So welcome to Florence, y'all. And it looks like we're about ready to get back to play. Curry is the batter now, the 9th batter for the Yaws. O'Brien hits him. And that is going to score a run. So that will score a run for the Yaws Elite. It's 4-1 now. O'Brien just desperately needs a strike here, build some confidence back up. And that's going to be a ball. Bases loaded for the batter, Vang. And Vang's going to hit that ball foul down the third base line. If that ball had stayed fair, that would have ended the inning. As Drew Gibson picks it up just right beside third base. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, and we got a base path full of Yaws. O'Brien throws that ball. That's going to be low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still no hits for the Florence Yaws. Had 3 hit batsmen and 1 walk. And that's going to be outside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Emerson was trying to hit that outside corner. And Emerson's next offense is going to be high for ball 4, and that's going to walk in a run. 4-2 now. And it looks like
the left fielder, number 7, Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson's back, the top of the order for the Y'all's Elite. With the bases loaded, he gets some instructions from his coach. Trots back down to home plate. O'Brien delivers, and that ball's going to be high. Ball 1. Emerson just needs to relax here. It takes time. Focus on the batter. And that ball's going to be straight down the middle for a strike. And I think that was a take all the way. They were waiting to see if Emerson would throw a strike to him. Emerson delivers the next pitch, and that ball's going to be popped up into the air, and that is going to be caught by Drew Gibson, although that was a little bit interesting because I think he lost it at first, but that will end the inning. 2 runs come across with no hits, so that will be, the score will be 4-2 after 2. We'll be back in a second. All right, we're back at Florence at Thomas More Stadium.
Now make the Bluegrass Rangers. The left fielder, number 18.
Waylon Goldie's up to bat. Waylon Goldie's 0 for 1. Stinson with his 48th pitch, and that is going to be a strike. 0 balls, 1 strike. Stinson winds up and delivers, and that ball's going to be in the dope for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. Going to be low for a ball. Trying to hit it at the knees. Waylon wasn't buying it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And this will be the 50 post pitch by the pitcher. And that's going to bounce harmlessly away from the catcher, and that's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. And that's going to be ball 4. As that misses the outside corner, and Waylon Goldie's on with a walk.
Number 7, Emerson O'Brien.
And here's Emerson O'Brien. He's 1 for 1 in this game. O'Brien steadies into the batter's box. Stinson checks Goldie over at post, delivers the pitch, and that ball's going to be inside for ball one. Stinson throws, and O'Brien hits that ball, and the shortstop stops it, but he's not going to be able to get anybody, but he stops that ball from going into the outfield. That was a good play by the shortstop right there by the Yaws. Even though he didn't get anybody out, that was still a heck of a diving play. No shame in that stop right there. And it looks like that's going to be it for Stinson. Stinson's going to come out. And we'll see who the next pitcher is going to be. And it looks like the pitcher is going to be, can't tell, number 25. Glon. And it looks like he has a fast delivery overhand. And we're waiting to see what we got here. A beautiful day for baseball up here in Florence, Kentucky. We're about 15, 16 miles from the city of Cincinnati.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Y'all's Elite, number 25, Carter Glom.
No outs here as Glon comes into the game to pitch for the Yaws. All right. Looks like we're about ready to start again. Drew Gibson steps up. He's 0 for 1. He popped out to the second baseman on his first attempt. And that's going to be high for a ball. And here is Gibson waiting on the next pitch, and it's going to be a ball. Ball two. 2 balls, 0 strikes. 4-2 here in the top of the third inning. 2 Rangers on base. Glon throws that one for a strike. That's going to be a called strike as Drew Gibson watches that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. And it looks like Lamar is going to come in and run for Emerson O'Brien. You get a courtesy runner in these situations. And I think there was a question whether we had anybody left on the bench, and the Rangers do not. Everybody has batted. The Rangers only brought 10 players. So Lamar's going to be the courtesy runner. And that ball's going to be high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Glon's next pitch is going to be outside for ball 4, and we have bases loaded now for the Rangers with Ryan Payton up to plate. Ryan was 0 for 1 in his last attempt.
Number 14, Ryan Payton.
And LJ Davis, who hit a triple in the last at-bat that he had. And that's going to be a strike to Payton. LJ Davis on deck. Payton fouls that one back. 0 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded. That's going to be low for a ball. Payton awaits the pitch, and he swings at a really bad pitch in front of the plate, and that's going to be strike 3. He tries to run to first base, but because first base is occupied, the drop 3 does not apply. I think that was a breaking ball that really broke, and I think Ryan was fooled by that one.
First baseman, number 20, L.J. Davis.
Here's LJ, and that ball's going to be low. LJ's going to foul that one to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caden Bodinger's on deck. Davis watches the next one go by him. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike. Glon's next pitch. Going to be straight over the plate, and that's going to be strike 3. Now we have 2 outs, bases loaded.
Number 2, Caden Bodinger.
Bodinger is going to be up now with the bases loaded. I believe he walked in the last time he was at bat. Bodinger waits the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Glon with the next pitch, and that's going to fall right in front of the plate. It's going to get away from the catcher, but not far enough for anybody to move. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bodinger. That's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch by Glon. He's working fast. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the inning. Base pass loaded with Rangers, but nobody comes across. 4-2. All right, we're back. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Bluegrass Rangers. And he's going to be batting. He's going to be pitching to McLeese, the number 2 hitter in the order. All right. Looks like we're about ready to start here. Jeremiah's last warm-up pitch. All right, here we go.
Now batting, number 8, Drew McLeese.
Drew McLeese is batting. Combs' first pitch here. Will be high for a ball. 1 ball, 0 strikes. All right. We have a walk on 4 pitches.
Now batting, number 2, Carson Oates.
Jeremiah throws that back over. That ball's going to be high. Runner on first base. Oates is the batter for the Yaws. And that's going to be a strike. Throws down to second base, and the runner is going to beat the throw pretty easily. It's going to be a stolen base, but it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's going to be low and hit the dirt for another ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, 2 balls, 1 strike. Don't know what I was thinking, though. All right. Combs steps off. Runner runs back to second. And Combs throws the next pitch, swing and a miss. Two balls, 2 strikes, and you can really hear the traffic from the interstate from here. This stadium is right next to the interstate, I-75. Combs throws the next pitch high and away, and it's going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes. All right, the payoff pitch here. Combs winds, delivers. And that's going to be strike 3. And I don't think the batter agreed, but I don't think the batter gets a voice in that situation. So here's Fryman back again for the Yaws. The Yaws still have no hits. And Combs ends up Throwing towards second base. Nothing going. We have some defensive adjustments with Combs coming onto the mound. That puts O'Brien at short, Bodiger at second, and Burnett up into right field. And the batter was hit by the pitch. So that will put runners on first and second.
Now batting for y'all's elite, number 47, Easton Niemeyer.
So now we have Niemeyer coming up for the Y'all's Elite with one out and runners on first and second. Runner on second got on a walk. Runner on first got on by getting hit by a pitch. I'm sorry? Gotcha. All right. And that's going to be high for a ball. That's going to be down the middle for a strike. And that's going to be safe at third on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Going to be a swing and a miss, 2-2. We have 2 runners have a stolen base now. The runners on first and second advance to second and third on stolen bases. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that swing and a miss. Combs throws it, and that ball's going to be hit to O'Brien at short. He's going to throw over to first base, and that is going to get the out at first, but that will score a run.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Maddox Moore.
Runner on third base only. Runner on third, and Combs throws, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Next pitch is going to be a ball into the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got this, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah of Redius's pitch. And that's going to be on the inside, a little bit too far inside for a ball. Next pitch by Jeremiah, and that's going to be swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Moore. And this is going to be popped up, and it looks like it is going to be caught by L.J. Davis. L.J. Davis catches the ball, and that's the end of the inning.
Good job, Jeremiah.
1 run comes across and scores 4-3. All right, we're back at Thomas More Stadium.
Now batting for the Rangers,
About to start the
number 26,
fourth inning.
Kelly.
Micah Kelly's up for the Rangers. And Kelly swings and misses on the first pitch. Kelly waits the second pitch. That's going to be high for a ball. Glavin pitching his 20th pitch, and that's going to be very high for ball two. One strike here in the fourth inning, top of the fourth, 4-3 ball game. And that's going to be a swing, check swing, and the umpire says Kelly went around, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Micah is going to watch that ball hit the lines of the batter's box. Ball 3. Full count to Micah Kelly. Jeremiah Combs on deck. And Kelly's going to swing and miss. And he will strike out.
Now batting for the Rangers, number 27, Jeremiah Combs.
Jeremiah Combs up to bat now. He's 0 for 1 for the game. Combs watches the first one go outside for a ball. And that second one is going to be a ball. Don't think the pitcher liked that call. Glavin pitches to Combs, who fouls that one down the first base side. So it's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Jeremiah. Jeremiah waits the next pitch, and that's going to be straight down the heart of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'd love to see him put the bat on the ball here. And he does, and it's going to be fouled. Coach Goldie catches it in the batter's box. Two balls, 2 strikes. Combs watches that one go high and away. Ball 3. And Glavin's next one is going to be swung on and missed by Combs, and that's going to be a strikeout. So 2 outs, and here's the top of the order. Matthew Barnett. Matthew was 1 for 2. He got on with a single and advanced to second on a throwing error. That's going to be ball 1. And Matthew is going to watch that one bounce, almost like a bounce pass. It hit about halfway down to home plate. I think that got away from the pitcher. 2 balls, 0 strikes. And that ball's going to be a ball. 3 balls, 0 strikes as that lands in front of home plate. Now Matthew's going to be most likely waiting on this pitch. And that's going to be a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Glavin's next pitch, and that's going to be low and inside, and Matthew is going to be walked. So Matthew Barnett's on base again.
Number 4, Lamar Burnett.
And here's Lamar Burnett with 2 outs and Matthew on. Lamar's 1 for 2 for this game. He got the Rangers' first hit. And it looks like the catcher is shaking up for the Yaws. I think the ball hit him. Yeah, I think the ball hit him. Hope the young man's okay. I think he's going to try to walk it off a little bit. Umpires are talking to him. I think he's going to be all right. I think he's going to continue here. And there we go. Think we're about ready to start again. Umpire's getting back in position at second base. And we're ready to go. And that ball is going to be a strike, and Matthew is going to steal second base. 0 balls, 1 strike, but Matthew advances on the steal. And here's Lamar Burnett's next pitch, and that's going to be way inside as he ducks out of the way of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lamar watches that one hit the dirt, and that gets by the catcher, and Matthew's going to get to third base. That's going to be scored as a wild pitch. Two balls, 1 strike to Lamar Burnett. He watches that one go outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is going to be bounced in front of Lamar, and it's going to get away from the catcher, but it just rolls down third base, and it's going to be a walk. So Lamar's at first. Matthews at third. Braylon Goldie is up to bat. And here's the pitch. And that ball is going to be low for a ball, and Lamar is going to get the second base easily. 0 balls, 1 strike. And here's Braylon. Braylon's going to watch that ball just go flying, and Matthew Barnett is going to advance home. And that next pitch at Braylon is going to be high for a ball. And that's going to be a strike to Braylon. 3 balls and 1 strike. With Matthews scoring, that makes the score 5-3, and Braylon's going to walk there. So we have runners on the corners again.
Now back for the Rangers, number 7, Emerson O'Brien.
And here's Emerson O'Brien. He could really give the Rangers some breathing room here at 5-3. And Emerson O'Brien hits that one into center field, and that is going to fall for a base hit. That will score Lamar Burnett, and Goldie will hold at third.
Now batting for the Rangers, number 28, Drew Gibson.
6-3 now is the score, with runners on the corners again. And here's Drew Gibson. Gibson's 0 for 1, and Emerson O'Brien will just trot on down to second base as there's going to be no throw. And that's going to be a strike on that pitch. Glavin throws a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Drew Gibson swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes with runners on second and third and 2 outs. And we're going to see if Drew can knock in some runs here. And here's the pitch, and that ball is going to bounce in front of home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Drew's got to watch for a pitch to come in now. And if he can see it and connect on it, that's going to give the Rangers some breathing room. Here's the delivery of the pitch, and that ball's going to bounce right in front of the catcher, and it hits him, bounces over his head, but he's able to recover it. And we have a base path. And it looks like Ryan Payton's up to bat.
The Rangers, the catcher, number 14, Ryan Payton.
More. So it'll be Presnell, number 19. And that ball's going to be thrown high and away, and Goldie is going to be safe as that ball goes right over the catcher. And for the Elite in the next inning, the number 7 batter, number 19, will be the batter. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Score is now 7-3 in favor of the Rangers. Rangers have hit 3 up here on the 4th inning. And I believe it can change now. And that looks like that's going to be number 6 for the Y'alls. Bondolage.
Now pitching for the Y'alls Elite, number 6, Will Vonderlahi.
Bondolahi. Ryan Payton's Lahi with Drew Gibson, and it was pushed. We'll see what the video looks like here. I know that's a whole lot of sun spotting on the video. It's just how the field is laid out here at Thomas More Stadium. And it looks like it's a little bit better on the video. Hopefully it's a better feed coming in for you now. Did you get number 19? Yeah. All right, here we go. Seven runs, 5 hits, 0 errors for the Rangers. Rangers have not had a defensive error in this game. All right, Payton awaits the first pitch from Bondolahi. And Payton is going to foul that one off into the blue seats behind me.
Number 14, Ryan Payton.
1 ball, 1 strike to Payton. Payton awaits the pitch. Bondolahi steps off the mound, and the runners at second and third advance back. Bondolahi delivers the next pitch, and Payton's going to foul that one back. And a fan almost had that one. Not sure what the prize is if you catch a foul ball here at the park, but I guess we'll find out. Next delivery is going to be high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rangers can blow the game open right here if they get a couple more runs in. And Payton swings and hits that ball into center field, and that's going to score 2 runs. Gibson, Emerson O'Brien scores. Gibson scores easily. Ball was thrown home. Payton advances to second on the throw. And the score is now 9-3. And that's going to knock in 2.
Now batting for the Rangers, number 20, L.J. Davis.
And that's going to be a strike to L.J. Davis. The Rangers are hitting the fire out of the ball right now. Davis awaits the next pitch, and Vanderlahi steps off the rubber, runs towards second. Peyton gets back, and Vanderlahi returns to the rubber, delivers the pitch, and that's ball. Oh, balls, 2 strikes. And there's still 2 outs in the inning. And that ball's going to be strike 3. Called strike at the knees, and that's going to be the inning. But the Rangers strike with 5 runs, and they take a 9-3 lead, and they're starting to take command in this game. We'll be back in a second. All right, we're almost ready to start the bottom of the 4th inning here. It looks like Jeremiah Combs is coming back out for a 2nd inning of work. Didn't pitch too badly in that 1st inning. I thought he was pretty impressive with some of his pitches. So let's see how we do. Goldie out there catching right now because Ryan Payton's getting his equipment on. And Peyton's ready. And Coach Goldie gladly hands him the catcher's mitt. Will be Presnell, number 19, batting for the Yaws, the 7th batter in the order. All right, here we go. About ready to start.
Now batting for the Yaws Elite, number 19, Braden Presnell.
All right, and here we are, batting for the Yaws Elite. Presnell. Combs delivers the post one. That's going to foul off the bat. Harmlessly into the first base line as a foul ball. And Combs delivers the second pitch, and that's going to be fouled off. 0 balls, 2 strikes. Batter ready, pitcher ready. Here's the delivery by Combs, and that's going to be high and outside for ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes as that ball was high and inside. Combs' next pitch, that's going to be outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We got a full count now. Looks like the defensive alignment for the Rangers the same as his last inning, and the next pitch is going to be ball, and the lead have a base runner.
Now batting number 1, Aiden Hall.
And that ball's going to be inside. Peyton throws a really good ball down to second base, but the runner is going to beat it. Combs delivers the next pitch. That's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Combs ends up stepping off the rubber, throws it over to Bodinger at second. Runner gets back. This is the 14U June Jam here at Thomas More Stadium in Florence, Kentucky. That's going to be a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Combs hits that ball, and that could be the first hit of the game for the Yaws. Hall gets the first hit, and Lamar ends up running the ball back into the infield. As that ball just was a weak hit, and it just hit where nobody was. Runners on the corners now for the Yaws. And that's going to be a pop-up foul behind home plate. Ryan Payton can't find it, and it's going to be harmlessly a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And number 23 hits that ball into shallow center field. Emerson O'Brien comes down with it. And that's going to be 1 out. And that's going to be a strike. And that ball is going to be hit to Emerson O'Brien behind second base, and he's going to catch it for out number 2.
Now batting for y'all's elite, number 7, Josh Johnson.
We got runners on first and second and third, rather. And here's Josh Johnson. And that's going to be ball 1. Ball 2, as that pitch by Jeremiah Combs misses the outside corner. 2 balls, 0 strikes, 2 runners on. Johnson, the top of the order, and that ball is going to be a little too far inside. 3 balls, 0 strikes. And that's going to be ball 4 as it goes outside, and the bases are going to be loaded. Bases loaded for McLeese. And that's going to be ball 1. Combs is trying to get out of jam here with the bases loaded, and he delivers the next pitch, and that's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. McLeese is 0 for 1 on the day. Waits to deliver, and that's going to be high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be a strike. Hits the outside corner. Ball, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs and 2 runners on. And Combs pitches. The batter swings and misses. That's going to end the inning. Nobody comes across. Still 9-3 after 4. All right, we're back at Thomas More Stadium here in Florence, Kentucky. Score right now going into the top of the 5th inning. It's 9-3 Rangers. Caden Bottinger will be the batter. It's going to be Bottinger, Kelly, the bottom of the order. A unique thing here at this stadium, the center field distance is in inches. It's 4,740 inches to center field from home plate. Bottinger swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be strike 1. The next pitch, Bottinger's going to foul off. 0 balls, 2 strikes to Caden Bottinger. Caden is 0 for 1 on the day. That ball's going to be high. Here's the next pitch. Caden swings and puts the bat on it, goes straight to the shortstop. Shortstop throws to first base, and that's going to be an out.
Now batting number 26, Mike Kelly.
And here's Micah Kelly up to bat. Micah's 1 for 2 today. And Micah takes the first pitch for a strike, low and outside, right around the knees. The next pitch to Micah, Micah checks his swing, and that's going to be strike 2. Looks like that was almost in the same spot, low and outside. Hits that corner, though. Micah awaits the next pitch, and that's going straight over the plate. That's going to be called strike 3, and here's Jeremiah Combs.
Number 27, Jeremiah Combs.
All right, Combs, who's pitched 2 innings today, awaits the pitch, and Combs fouls the first pitch off. The next pitch to Combs, that's going to be a strike at the knees. 0 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch to Combs. Combs is going to foul that one down the third base line. Little chopper foul. Still 0-2. Jeremiah's still alive. Vandalahi throws, and Jeremiah's going to put the bat on the ball. Vandalahi's going to field it in front of the mound, throw it over the first base, and that's going to end the inning. 0 runs, 0 hits, and we're going to the bottom of the 5th with the score still in Rangers 9, y'all's Elite 3. All right, we're back at Thomas More University Stadium here in Florence, Kentucky, and we have a new pitcher for the Rangers, and it's going to be the closer, L.J. Davis. Davis closed the last 2 games for the Rangers and pitched extremely well. That will put Jeremiah Combs over at first base. Caden Bottinger still at second, Emerson O'Brien still at short, Drew Gibson still at third. And the outfield will still be from left to right, Goldie, Barnett, and Burnett, and Ryan Payton's behind the plate. And here we go. And the first pitch from L.J. Davis is going to be high and inside for a ball.
Now batting Carson Oates.
That's going to be a strike over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oates is the batter for the Yaws. Yaws wearing those light blue uniforms. And that's going to be inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Oates. LJ Davis throws the next one low and outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rangers would love to go on ahead and close this game out. Leading 9-3. Davis throws the next one. And that's going to hit the inside corner for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Yaws bench is encouraging their batters. And that ball is going to be hit foul down the third base line. And that's going to be out of play. Here's the payoff 3-2 pitch for LJ Davis, and that's going to be hit down the first base side, and Bottinger can't come up with it in between first and second, and that's going to be a base hit.
Now batting for y'all's elite number 11.
That was just going to be a hard spot for anybody to get that ball. It was right between first and second, and Bottinger couldn't come up with it. He ran a ways to get it, too. Fryman the batter, and here is a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Runner takes a small lead over at first base, and that's going to be a strike. So the batter here is down 0-2. Combs checks the runner at first, winds up, delivers, and that ball is going to be hit to center field, and Matthew Barnett should have that one easily, and he does. That's Matthew's third put out in center field.
37, Easton Niemeyer.
And that ball is going to be hit over Caden Bottinger's head, and that's going to end up in left and right center field.
Now batting for the Y'all's Elite, number 9, Maddox Moore.
Runners on first and second. Moore up to Blatt. LJ Davis checks the runner at first, delivers the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit towards second base, and neither Emerson O'Brien or Caden Bottinger can come up with the ball, and everybody is safe.
Now batting for y'all's elite, number 19, Braden Bresnall.
All right, bases are now loaded for Presnell. And that's going to be ball 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Davis delivers the pitch, swing and a miss. The Yaws are looking to put some runs on the board here, down 9-3. Rangers are looking to end the game. Davis delivers the pitch, and it's fouled back toward the Yaws first base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout be big here for the Rangers with a base path full of Yaws. Davis delivers the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. 2 outs with the bases loaded.
Aiden
And here's Aiden Hall back up to bat. Hall fouls the first pitch from Davis back into the seats. And here is the next pitch from Davis. Winds up, delivers, and that's going to be a strike. And that hits the outside corner. 0 balls, 2 strikes. LJ's ahead in the count here to the batter. Takes a deep breath, gets his sign, nods in agreement. Here's the pitch, and that ball's going to be high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This will be LJ's 20th pitch of the inning. Here it comes, and that's going to get by Ryan Payton, and that ball ricochets back up off the backstop, and it looks like all the Y'alls are going to be safe at the bases. Two balls, 2 strikes. That was a great job by Ryan Payton to hustle back and grab that loose ball. And that was a great job by LJ Davis to cover home so nobody advanced. And that's going to be a foul tip. Ryan wasn't able to hang on to it, hit off his glove. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 9-3 with the bases loaded for the Y'alls. The Y'alls have gotten 3 hits in the game. 9-6-0 for the Rangers, 3-3-0 for the Y'alls. And that ball's going to be hit in the center field. Matthew Barnett's going to run on it and catch the ball in center field. And that's the inning with the bases loaded. And I believe that could be the ball game. And it is the ball game. Game is over, 9-3. Rangers over the Y'alls Elite. That's going to be the Rangers' first win of the season, and they looked really good doing it. All right, the box score here for the Bluegrass Rangers 14U squad. Matthew Barnett had 2 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 RBIs, and he walked once. Lamar Burnett, 2 at-bats, 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 walk. Braylon Goldie, 1 at-bat, 1 run, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Emerson O'Brien, 3 at-bats, 1 run, and he walked twice. Drew Gibson, 1 at-bat, 1 run, and he walked twice. Ryan Payton, 3 at-bats, and he got 1 hit with 2 RBIs and 1 strikeout. LJ Davis came in and pitched very well at the end of the game. 3 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Caden Bodinger ended up with 2 at-bats, 1 run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Micah Kelly had 3 at-bats. He's got 1 hit, scored a run, had 1 RBI, and he struck out 2. And Jeremiah Combs had 3 at-bats, struck out twice, and didn't get on base. All right, so that's the ball game. Rangers will be back in action tomorrow night here at Thomas More Stadium in Florence, Kentucky. And they win tonight, 9-3. Doug Barnett signing off. Hope you all enjoyed this game as much as I did. Come back and join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much.